Being a server, working in the restaurant industry, is not an easy task. And I think I speak for everybody that works in the industry when I say that. Now, being able to be stressed out about multiple things, such as party sizes, different tables, even rude guests, and still being able to give the same service to every customer marks a good server. Now, although it might not seem like it, even the smallest amount of generosity can make a server happy, and it could be a reward of good work. So I'm going to talk about why you should tip in a restaurant. Now, often I go out to eat with my friends and they're rude, I know, but they will say stuff like, I'm not tipping, and it's very embarrassing being a server because they're like, well, they make a wage, and according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, servers make $10.47 an hour. Now, although that may be true, that $10.47 is including tips. At my restaurant, I only make $2.10 an hour. So sometimes I could walk out of the restaurant with just $10 on a slow day. Now, it's not fun, but it's part of the job. So you get what you give, and that's what I believe. Now, even with the $10 an hour, if you even make that during the day, you still have to tip out the bartenders. So, for example, if I sell liquor on my one table that I had during the day and they don't tip me, I still have to tip out the bartender. Now, usually the bartender will just be like, it's okay, but it's still the fact that that's now money coming out of my pocket. Now, many people are confused on how to actually tip. Now, what I say is never tip less than 10%. If you tip 10%, it means that you received poor service, and what I recommend to do is to leave a note and tell the server what they did wrong, what they can improve on, because if nobody ever tells them and they don't realize it, then they might never improve. And what I also say is do not feel bad doing this, because most servers, including myself, will greatly appreciate this. If you receive good service, I would leave about 15%, or if you're feeling generous and you really feel like they did an amazing job, leave 20%. Because whenever I receive 20% or more, I'm like, I really did good and these people enjoyed staying with me. Now, another thing is, people often mistake where the server went wrong and if it was the server or the kitchen, because the server is really the only person that talks to the table. So if I go up to a table and I tell them, look, the kitchen is a little behind, y'all aren't gonna get y'all's food for a while, then they might be like, oh, she didn't put her food in, or oh, that stinks. And then it really makes a considerate amount on how much they end up tipping you. So if the kitchen is behind, or if a hostess seats somebody out of their section and there's nothing they can really do about it, they don't know, then it's really not the server's fault. But the part that is bad about this is that even though it's not the server's fault, the customer does not know, and the customer ends up not tipping the server like they should because they don't know. Now, keeping this in mind, according to the Art Institute, a server should make sure the customer's experience does not become cheapened due to being busy. Now, what this means is that even though I am busy, I still have to give each and every table the best service I can possibly give them. So in doing that, I always keep my tables informed. I'm always like, I will be right back, I promise, I'm coming to get your drinks. Now, in conclusion, leaving that extra dollar may change that server's day. As being a good server, we work very hard and try to make sure that the customer is most comfortable during their stay. Next time you're dining out, spare a little extra thought for the person serving your food, according to Rachel Moss. Thank you.